Hey guys, what's up, and welcome back to Quality Shot Tennis. Today we've got the matchup between Jannik Sinner and Jan-Lennard Struff in Halle. Let me get the score set up on here, so we got everything going. How are you guys doing? I think this should be an interesting one. Struff with recent success on clay, but I kind of think grass might be his best surface, so I think it should be an interesting one. Very aggressive player, serving, volleying, and he just took out Tsitsipas pretty easily. He's had a few good wins like that this year, so I'm excited for it. Sinner is still the favorite, but I do have this as an upset alert for sure. Somebody that can kind of match Jannik's aggression a little bit. Get it all going here. Both players are about to start up. All right, cool. These two I've played twice before, by the way, on hard courts and on clay courts. Sinner won both meetings in straight sets earlier this year. And that is where we are at the moment. They're both currently warming up their serves. They were both in Masters 1000s, I believe, Indian Wells and also in Monte Carlo. So that's where we are at the moment. So 3 matches, 3 different surfaces for these guys. Racer Inner. Big up, Anthony. Hey, what's up? Big ups to you as well. Go down to the score. Here we go. Center starting off first with the serve. All right, here we go. Cahill watching on as well. All right, here we go. 30 love center starting us off with his serve. Serve coming here from Jannik. Out wide, 4 in a Struff. 4 in a center, that goes out. 30-15. The issue for Struff and for all of Center's opponents is that Center was very good on grass even before he really improved his serve and got to be the weapon that it is. Not just the speed of shot that it has, but the precision on it, the how hard it is to read and to guess. It's a great serve. Huge serve from Jannik, but was it called out? Another serve coming here. Serve. First hits the serve, hits the tape, and goes out. So that first serve was a let, just barely a let. And now we're getting a second serve. Backhand of Center to the forehand of Struff. That's in the net. 40-15. But if Struff wins this one, he needs it to be fully different from how it was in the other matches. I felt like in the last match that they played in Monte Carlo, Struff played his game. He came to net a lot, but he kept getting passed by Jannik. He probably could have had better approach shots. And then he just fully gave up on that game plan in the second set. He was playing, he was trying to play Sinner's way, and that was just not the style that was going to help him. So if he wants to win this one, I think he has to net rush and kind of play his game. Yeah, we'll see what all happens in this contest. Serve from Struff is a big one. Down the tee, and that's a good serve. Too good. Service winner. 15 love for Jan-Lennard Struff. Quickly back at the line. Forehand of Jannik to the backhand of Struff. Back into Jannik. Backhand of Struff. It's in the net from Sinner, so 30 love. Alcaraz did lose yesterday to Jack Draper, big server. We'll see if Jan-Lennard Struff has anything to say about trying to take out Jannik. I mean, both Jannik a little bit more experienced on grass than Carlos. I mean, but I really think it's fair to say that worth it to say that he was playing in his 5th grass court event in Queens. These guys are still getting used to the grass, particularly Carlos. I mean, yes, he has the elite game that can win a slam even on the surface, but that doesn't mean that he's fully fully comfortable just yet, especially just getting back to playing on the grass after a long clay season. Um, Realistically, that could be a bit tough. Winner of this one, by the way, takes on the winner of Zhang versus Eubanks, so it's a good draw. I mean, those I also feel like are dangerous players, especially Eubanks on a grass court, but you gotta say it's a good draw. Forehand from center goes out. My prediction for the match, by the way, I'll be honest. Before the Halle and Queen started, I kind of thought I said that maybe Sinner and Carlos both don't win either tournament, and partly is that reason that they're still getting used to the grass. Sinner, I felt like had a better chance than Carlos, just because I kind of think Sinner might be better on grass than Carlos. Um, to be honest. Backhand down the line, that goes wide from Struff. Also, Alcaraz just winning the French Open. Always difficult to hop on to a big tournament like Queens on a different surface, trying to defend a title. Has Alcaraz defended a title? Alcaraz doing really well in finals and winning titles, but has he defended a title? Something interesting to look into. I will look it up. I'll look it up on the Wikipedias. See if he's won a title. Serve Sinner out wide for a Struff. Goes behind Struff as he runs the other way. 30-15 for Jannik. Has the big forehand that can be impossible to defend against on grass. Oh yeah, Madrid. He defended in Madrid. That's right, and also Barcelona, Indian Wells. Yeah, Madrid, Barcelona, Indian Wells. So yeah, he's defended a few times now. It's still tough though. I mean, Indian Wells, one thing good for him. It also might end up being his best tournament. But I mean, grass is not a surface like clay where he grew up practicing on. Um, I don't know. Anyway, just thinking like the comfort of playing on it might help with the discomfort of trying to defend. But anyway, serve out wide. That goes out 2-1 for Jannik. Nothing crazy so far. Just both guys doing well on serve. Oh, I was going to say my prediction. I was going to say my prediction for the match. I was saying I kind of had both these guys on upset alert, Sinner and Alcaraz. But Sinner's played really well up to this point. Uh, what's strange is my gut is kind of saying upset, maybe, or at least that Struff makes it like incredibly close. That's what my gut is telling me. But as you know, I will be foolish and not listen to my gut, but also use my head. I'm gonna say Sinner wins in 3 sets. I'll say Struff takes a set, but I'll say Sinner wins in 3 sets. Actually, I kind of think maybe 2 sets. Mm. Now I'm gonna say Sinner wins in 2 sets. I keep changing my. I went from maybe Struff upset to Sinner in 3 to Sinner in 2, but I'm gonna go Sinner in straight sets. Let me know what you guys think. So basically, I think a lot of things could happen, but I'm gonna go Sinner in straights. Let's go Joe Struff in 3. Okay, Joe, I like the pick. Makes enough sense to me. I think Sinner might lose in like the final. Does that make sense? I feel like Sinner might lose in the final. What's the draw? Zverev and Hurkacz are on the other side, right? Okay, I've decided now. I think Hurkacz beats Zverev in the final. If I was to make a prediction, a betting prediction, I would say Hurkacz beats Sinner in the final. Locking it in. Locking that in. But I think Sinner gets through this one. He's been pretty comfortable versus Struff in the couple of meetings they've had this year. I do think that Struff will like this surface better for their matchup, but I'm gonna go Sinner and straight. Serve from Struff. Backhand, the forehand is Struff. That goes out. I did call the Alcaraz Draper upset, by the way, the other day on stream. If you watched the Fritz, what was it? Who did Fritz play? Going on a blank. It was a big serving contest. Fritz versus, what was it? Totally blanking. It was like a serve bot. Fritz versus Raonic. When I was commentating that stream, I predicted. I said I think Draper beats Alcaraz. So I was happy to get that one right. Apparently, Faison called it as well, which is cool. It just seemed like the cards were lining up, and I still feel like Alcaraz. I said it on that stream, and I still feel that way. I feel like Alcaraz has a problem in his second matches that he plays in tournaments. I really feel like that, and there. I mean, you can kind of explain why. He starts off really strong, super intense in his first round matches. Same for the finals, but in the matches in between, he can kind of lose his intensity a little bit. When would that happen more than a second round match? It's a great backhand from Sinner, hard down the line as Struff gets it in the net off a half volley. We are at 30 all. Serve from Struff. That's a solid ace. Got out of trouble there. 40-30. It's a Mario. How's it go? Mario, Sinner in 3. Okay, I like it. That's probably the most sensible pick, to be honest. Is Jay for a grass specialist now? I mean, I quite like him on hard courts, to be honest. I don't know specialist. I think grass is his best surface, but like I think Sinner's best surface might end up being grass, and I don't know if he's a grass specialist. You know what I mean? Like Federer's best surface is grass. I don't know if he's a grass specialist. Draper, I think his best surface is grass, but I like him a lot on hard court as well. So, and especially indoor hard court. So I'm not gonna say specialist yet. You know, but I mean, yes, in terms of he specializes and likes grass the most, but he's not just grass. So good morning, Ghosts. Mario, Ghost, Cedric, Joe, everybody joining in. How goes it? Center at 15 love here, 2-2. $30 love for Center, serving incredibly well so far. That's what he needed, really, Jannik, in this matchup because you know Struff is going to do well behind his serve. Forehand that goes out. So much pace of shot off that Center serve. I really feel like Sinner. This might age poorly, but I really feel like Sinner might win a few Wimbledons. Like he might win like 5 Wimbledons or something. I really feel like that. I feel like it might age strangely the fact that Alcaraz won Wimbledon before Sinner did. And I'm not just saying that because Sinner's still in the tournament and Alcaraz is out. That has nothing to do with it. I just feel like even before this week started, I really would have said the exact same thing. I feel like Sinner is going to win multiple Wimbledons, and Alcaraz might struggle to win another, or at least it will be more of a struggle than at some of the other slams. U.S. Open for Alcaraz, I feel like he plays amazing at the U.S. Open. Alcaraz, despite his showing last year, he played Medvedev, who's basically playing the best tennis in the history of tennis. So, so I don't know. I feel like Alcaraz at the U.S. Open is so good on clay at Roland Garros, he's going to give himself a lot of chances. I feel like Wimbledon, out of the 3 that he's won so far, if I was to make a guess, is going to be the hardest for him to win. I could see him walking away, Alcaraz, with the U.S. Open record for most U.S. Opens. I think the record right now is 5 from Connors, Federer. I feel like that's pretty beatable. Open era record. Bill Tilden had more back in the day, for example, Richard Sears, other players. But in terms of open era record, open era, Alcaraz could grab the record. I just really like him at the U.S. Open. I'm not just talking about 2022. And he's yet to like have crazy top 5 victories there, I feel like. But I mean, his run in 2022 is amazing. He did beat Tsitsipas in 2021 in a fantastic match. Fantastic match. I mean, unbelievably good match. To really assert his name to say, hey, I'm kind of a different kind of player. Kind of like Tsitsipas did himself against Federer at the Australian Open, but Alcaraz has proven to be even better than Tsitsipas. So, But yeah, I think that that's something to look out for with Alcaraz potentially being a very strong player in New York, especially strong in New York. Backhand, oh, clips the tape and goes over. It's lucky for Sinner, even though he struck that ball incredibly well. Sinner likes a backhand down the line. Love 15. Serve here from Struff. Down the tee. Doesn't really find his great placement there. Sinner's in this rally. Struff misses a forehand wide. Love 30. Love 30 here. First serve in the net from Struff. This might just be a poor game from Struff here. That's a double fault. Serve down the tee. Forehand of Sinner. That goes out. Yeah, 1540. Sorry for that noise. That's coming on my. That's from my end. Sorry about that noise going on at the moment. Here we are at 1540. Hopefully that's stopped now. Apologies for that. Here you go. Volley back into Sinner. That goes wide. Can Struff save one more? He got himself into a hole. Can he save one more? Serve from Struff. Down the tee. That goes wide. Another serve come from Struff. Most important moment of this match so far. Back into Sinner. Back in volley. Half volley. Forehand to Sinner. Oh, no way. Miss it. That's what happens when you get one more shot back. Sinner thought about that way too long. I've said this before and I will remain to say it. Struff, I don't care what his ranking is, whether it's, top 20 or top 100, whatever it is, or outside top 100. That's a great ace from Struff. He's one of the most calm players out on the tour. He's just calm. One of the most mentally solid players. Listen, the guy saved 9 match points versus former US Open champion Marin Cilic in his comeback match last year. The guy will just be as calm as you like, whatever moment of the match it is. To me, he's one of the mentally strongest players on the tour. I don't care what his ranking is. That's one of his biggest strengths, as far as I see it. What's up, Essek? What's your take on Struff? I'm not familiar with him. Yeah, a great player, mentally strong. He has a few weapons that are quite good. His serve, I mean, his volleying are quite good. Um, but I mean, he lacks in foot speed from the back of the court from when I've watched him. That much. He can be quite inconsistent and up and down, among other things. But he's a good player. And his groundies are not the top echelon of the sport, I would say. But he's got some weapons, and I think his mental strength might be his biggest weapon. Because he gets through a lot of tight moments he really doesn't have a right to get out of. We're back to deuce here. First serve is very good out wide, right in that corner. Trap center up in that corner. Serve from Struff. Down the T, 4 in the center, 4 in the Struff. Go backhand center, 4 in Struff, gets around it. Good shot inside out, 4 in of Struff. That's in the net. That's what I'm talking about. The speed behind the court lacking a little bit more than a lot of players would. And we're back to deuce. Draper to win Wimbledon. You heard it here first. Cedric, that'd be crazy. Not to be a downer. I hope you're right. I think I've said this before, and some people laughed, but I said before I think he'll win a Wimbledon down the road. I don't think it's this year, but he's definitely a dark horse going in. I kind of wouldn't be surprised if he wins what is it, Queens, and then he loses before the second week. To be honest, but I hope that I'm wrong. And I hope he carries on that momentum to the slams. He's struggled in majors a little bit more than other tournaments. But Jannik was struggling in majors, and he had great momentum coming into Australia, despite Australia not really having been his best major before that. And then he ended up winning Australia. So maybe Draper can do the same. We'll see. That goes out from Struff off the half volley. Big return from Sinner. So we're at 4-2 after a long game. Two great returns there from Jannik. Sinner serve, that's in the net. But a lot of the weaknesses that can happen in Struff's game, they're not as gaping on a grass court. They're not as obvious, and his strengths are accentuated, I feel like, on this court. Although he's done quite well on clay as well. So I don't know. I think the guy Struff has proven himself to be pretty surface versatile, and I think he would have done incredibly well on grass last year. He got to a grass final, got within a couple points of winning a title in Stuttgart, but then just got injured, couldn't play Wimbledon. So this is going to be interesting to watch him this grass season. He's done quite well so far, obviously. Picked up his first ATP title earlier this year at the Draper last week. So a few of the people we've been waiting to get an ATP title have finally gotten their first, long deserved. Botic van de Zandschulp is another guy who's been to the top, never got an ATP title. It seems like he's not going to. He's pretty much retiring. It seems like this year. And part of the reason has to be that heartbreaker of a Munich final that happened last year versus Rune. I mean, the biggest choke I've ever seen. It was crazy. But you just kind of feel for the guy too. But it was a very frustrating choke from both. Also, Alejandro Davidovich Fokina, Tomas Martin Echeverry, those are a few guys yet to win their first ATP title, who are pretty well-known names at this point. Backhand of center, cross court, forehand of Struff, forehand of center. Forehand of Struff, hang that forehand well, Struff. Forehand down the line from center, hang it even better. Gets the 40-15. Good stuff from center. Let's go. Baseline points 1, center 14 out of 18. Forehand huge. Backhand of Struff goes for a pass down the line, but can't get there. 5-2. 50% of the U.S. women's Olympic team are the children of billionaires. Want to know how many billionaires there are in the U.S.? Around 800. I dare to divide the current U.S. population of 335 million, 0.2. But somehow they represent 50% of our tennis talent. Well, I mean, I guess, but I just always feel like those arguments. I mean, Jessica Pegula and Emma Navarro still had to win matches to earn their way up the tour. I mean, they had to do everything that they had to do all of the same things. Like maybe at some points were given wild cards or they knew people who they got chances better than maybe some people would, but at the end of the day, they had to win matches, and Pegula's had to reach the WTA Finals final and beat the best players in the world and get to the top 10 and win matches starting from futures and challengers and all of that. So I agree, but also it's interesting. I agree, it's interesting, but to say that they don't deserve their spots, I think is pushing it big time. A faster style of tennis would benefit true athletes. I just speed up the start clock. I like the UTS 15-second rule. I don't agree. I don't like it. I kind of agree with Carlos. I don't see the reason of speeding up play to that extent. I feel like I'm somebody who likes using a lot of time when I'm playing, and that seems like a nightmare. I mean, everybody's got a different way of playing. Sometimes it's necessary, I feel like, for players. When it's not necessary, that's when you want to speed it up. But I feel like for some players, it can help a lot to have that extra time. So I'm looking at the best possible ways of making an equal playing field and getting the best possible matches and every player to be happy. If players are happy, fans are happy, and vice versa. And I just feel like, or not really vice versa, but if players are happy, fans are happy. I feel like the way to make players happy is, you don't want to completely just make it feel like you're rushing them. I don't feel like we need to speed it up that much. There are other things we can do, I feel like. Hey, what's up, Lexi? Good to have you in here. Surf is solid on natural surfaces. His hardcore performances aren't as high quality. So far, but I do like him on hard courts as well, though. I'm not gonna lie. I like him on all three surfaces. But yeah, natural is better so far. As long as Korda loses, I'm cool with the Draper winning queens. Yeah, I'm rooting for Korda. Love to see it. Paul breaks. Draper serving tied up at 3-piece. Good match over there. It seems good. Watching Draper too. Hell yeah. And they didn't have to do all the same things. You and I both know what it takes to make a tennis star, and that can't happen without money. No, I understand, but in terms of just how top level they are, they did have to win those matches. So I don't really, maybe not all the same things, but they had to get to world number 4. I mean, anybody who gets to the top 10, they have to win those matches to get there. Pegula is currently top 10. Navarro is going to get there, and they deserve it, in my opinion. I think it's an overly simplified way of looking at it. It's a good forehand strike from Struff. Center at set point here at 30-40. By the way, guys, please don't forget to subscribe if you are new to Quality Shot Tennis and all that. We're almost half an hour played so far. Serve out wide, very good. Serving, get himself out of trouble. Draper, my favorite after Andy. Yeah, I agree. Hell yeah. Academies, hotels, flights, physio, serving coaches, dietitians. No poor player can afford the cost of becoming a pro tennis player. Yeah, no, well, okay, so it's a thing of I wish that the other players had those opportunities and more of an opportunities. We had a more equal playing field, but I don't want to blame Pegula and Navarro for their upbringing because they want to be at the top the same amount of way. They work their way to be there, and they have the talents to be there. And they had to win all of those matches. I mean, I wish the other players had more of those opportunities. It's just life is unfair that our cards are dealt the way our cards are dealt. But I don't want that to be of Pegula and Navarro shouldn't be there or hate towards them. It should more be of a thing. How can we find more and more ways to equal the playing field and give resources to the other players? That's what I think. Backhand is so good from Jannik for a passing shot. That's why he's world number 1. 6-2 for the Italian as he takes the first set. I think Djokovic's 500 ball bounces before each serve are kind of cool. Well, I think speeding up the play too much would be a issue. That's just how I see it. But it's cool that we can have different opinions. I mean, that shouldn't be allowed. Neither Rafa can take too long. Novak takes too long. That's true for both of them. They both can take absolutely forever, and that shouldn't be. They should be treated the same way with, having to have some kind of a decent speed of play. But I just think making it 15 seconds, 10 seconds less is just. I just think there's no reason really to do that, because tennis is all about momentum and rhythm, and it starts with the serve. If you break people's momentum and rhythm like that, I don't care about somebody lining up and hitting a perfect ace. That's not what my argument is. My argument is it completely breaks that person's rhythm for maybe like a game or even a set, like that kind of a thing, or at least a couple points. And we just don't need that happening and players getting frustrated due to that. There's a lot of players who need that time, at least 20 seconds. So, and I think that's fine. Somebody who plays tennis like that, it might seem silly, but like it is what it is. Sinner, by the way, winning 19 out of 28 baseline points. Struff only 4 for 9 on his net point so far. Second set gonna get started underway soon, but that's another thing. If y'all disagree with me, that's true. I'm not the arbiter of truth. I'm wrong about so many things. So I just speak my opinions. I like you guys speaking your opinions too. If we disagree, it's good. It's good for us to at least have the conversations, and then we can figure out a kind of middle ground. Didn't Roger say the towel issue threw off his timing? Yes, he did. Yeah. Yeah, though in that Roland Garros match against Cilic, he got a time violation because he didn't really realize everything about the towels. It's first serve in the net from Sinner at love 15 on the ad side. We're at second serve here. See if Struff can do better in the second set. I don't think it's necessarily over. I still feel like Struff has some kind of a chance, although I still stick with my Sinner in straight sets prediction. 15 all. And then David both have the boy band. Yeah, we do. Yeah, bit of a fringe. I might even get a haircut today. I definitely am in need of one. It's a QualityShot tennis boy band starting up, by the way. And they let me ask when Althea Gibson, Arthur Ashe, and other broke the color barrier, and Youngins looks like William Stitch as a representative for success. That was good. No, well, no, of course it is. I mean, the more chances we can give to all those players, that's the most important thing. That's what I was trying to get out of what I was saying too at the end, is that the more resources we can give to those players, the better, so that we can equal the playing field as much as possible to to people who might not have those chances and those equal resources. A lot of people don't across the world, and certain, just in certain parts of cities, there's a lot of things like. So I just, yeah, I agree. I think that's the main thing to take away from it, is that let's try to equal the playing field as much as possible. That had nothing to do with what I was initially saying, but that is the main thing. That's a great backhand down the line. Sinner's backhand down the line is scary. We haven't seen a backhand down the line as good as that one since Novak. And the way Sinner just easily redirects the ball, I mean, Sinner's maybe it's recency bias, but anyway, Sinner's effortless redirection of the ball when he goes backhand down the line is almost scary. I'll say that. And it might be the best we've seen in a minute. It's up there. It's a good service hold for Sinner. It gets to 1-0. Nori's struggling too, but maybe saving his competitive edge for Wimbledon. Yeah. I'll see you later, Ghost. And then when's your Q&A? David had his earlier, and we asked him a lot of silly stuff. Okay, we'll start the Q&A on the... we can start the Q&A now, and I'll try to get to as many questions as possible. Core's been really worn out this week at Halle. Yeah, it's not my favorite. We see that every year. Yeah, we see that every year. It's not the beautiful Queens court, is it? That we see over at Queens, where it's so clean. Or even in Stuttgart or somewhere. It's always like that. It's not my favorite grass courts, I'll be honest, because the look is always a little bit weird. It does get super worn out. The irony is that it might take the billionaires to donate that money to equal the playing field. No, exactly. And I absolutely agree with that. That would be a great thing. No, I think that I do agree fully behind that, behind getting that representation. I agree fully behind that, but I don't think that we should take away from other players that that also work hard and want to be there as well. I just don't think that makes much sense. I don't think that's the kind of answer to the issue, because things aren't simple. Things aren't simple like that. I mean, we would love things to be simple, but when we start simplifying things like that, I mean, it creates a lot of issues. But the most important thing of what I'm saying is what you're saying, is that representation for players that may not have those resources. I agree with that, but I'm just, yeah. Surf here from Struff at 1530. It's a serve and goes over. It's a let. Center trying to go up a set and a break here early in the early start off the second set. It's right into the body of Jannik. So 30 all. Love those cool Nike shirts, by the way, with the kind of colorful tennis court. I feel like that's a cool fit. Backhand is a drop volley. Backhand is center. That's in the neck. Struff hanging on here. Second set. Because you're talking about players with financial struggles, I had to bring up my countryman, Suman Nagal, who I'm extremely proud of, who has reached where he's reached considering situation before I was open. Yeah, a guy like that is absolutely freaking. That's amazing. That's really amazing. And those are the stories that we should be celebrating. I love what Novak is doing too with the PTPA, with Ons and Hurkacz and all of those players. But what Novak started with Pospisil, of getting those resources to those players. And yeah, Nagal's story is freaking incredible. Anybody who rises up the ranks in that way, like Yibing Wu as well, rose up the ranks. Nicolas Jarry a few years ago rose up the ranks in that way. That is really, that's very that's something to celebrate. And yeah, Nagal is a really cool story. He got to like the Australian Open third round, I think, as well this year. Advantage to Struff, who it's an absolutely marvelous volley there. Hanging on here early. Serve down the tee, 4 in a center. It's a let. Struff with a very good ace to get out of trouble. Great hold there. Gets to 1-1. Very, very solid hold from Struff. Forehand of Struff. That goes out. 15 love for Jannik. Serve hits the tape. Goes wide. Forehand's a drop shot from center. That's in the net. Still got ways to improve with that drop shot, Jannik. He still has ways to improve with the drop shot, honestly. He's no Alcaraz yet. But yeah, you guys, if you want to ask me a Q&A, it can be about real life stuff. It can be about tennis, anything. Sounds cool. Want to do a Q&A? Yikes, I'm jinxing Draper. I'm not going to watch anymore. Yeah, damn. You're not jinxing anything though. Keep watching. Keep rooting on your faves. Do Q&A after the match? No, go for it right now. Guys, if you want to ask me questions about anything, go for it. About tennis, have a bit of a Q&A as things are going on. Things aren't simple. The one trying to make it more complex. This nonsense about, but they work hard as form of capital and it denies reality. Well, I just think it's more complicated than that, what you're just saying. But why can so few players hit a consistent offensive lob? Yeah, I don't know. It's a hard shot to hit. I mean, listen, but at the speed that these guys are playing at with the constant spins they're working at and the constant trying to get the other player out of position at the highest level, it's so tough to a lob is so tough to hit, especially knowing that your opponent might hit an overhead smash. You try to make it so good, and it can really I don't know, it might fall on your face. I think you'd practice the passing shot more, knowing that if you hit a lob, it's a quite high risk that the opponent gets an overhead smash. So I think that's part of the reason why. All right, bring me your questions and I'll answer. Favorite player, favorite match, favorite set of tennis ever, favorite tournament, or anything else, favorite athlete, anything. Why do you guys have a Q&A now? Is it because of Ashwin? Well, I just saw people in the chat saying about a Q&A, so I going for a Q&A. Yeah, I'd say guys, please don't forget to like and subscribe. What's up, Faison? Good to have you in here. How are you doing? Who has the best hair of all of the QualityShot commentators? I say it's between you, David, and Shariah. Yeah, well, it's not me. It's definitely not me. So I'm down to give it to Shariah. I'm not taking it. David just did it as Rabachner retired. I've done some live Q&A separate matches in the past, but only a few. They've never been regular. Shariah, yeah, I'm giving it. Yeah, Shariah takes it. Shariah takes it. I think Shariah takes it. It's definitely not me. I appreciate you for putting me in there, but I was a bit of a sneak. Forehand volley, forehand to center. Ah, that's a crazy pass. Sliding like it's a clay court. Center's hit in both of his last two matches. He hit one of the craziest shots of the year. Some diving plays. It's just exquisite touch and athleticism. Made it look so easy, but it's not. Very solid shot. Struff coming to net at almost every other point, which is what he needs to do. Half volley. Oh, center gets there. Forehand volley put away. 15-30. Struff making it close. Faison, I know Struff is one of your favorite players. And they gets best glasses. Hell yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. Beatles or Rolling Stones? I'll take Beatles. Rolling Stones are never my top fave band. Beatles are incredible. They really are. They deserve the fame that they got to. I mean, not only do they make hits, they are so. I mean, their music is timeless, and it's just classic. It's so well produced and well done. It's like lightning in a bottle. Like only these four guys who were probably high for almost the entirety of making this music. But it could only happen in a certain context. Like it would not happen again. The Beatles would not happen again. And the amount of fame that these four guys got is insane. Although I think you're the only one with glasses. Hey, I'll take it. That means I'm the best glasses. I think that means I have the best ones. I think that's what it means. Certified game point. Means I got the best. Serve here from Struff. It's a very weird let, but second serve from Struff. Back into center, half volley. Struff stumbles as it happens. Center keeps getting chances in the Struff service games, which is not a good sign for the German. Yeah, Struff almost fell over there as he was coming to net. Oasis or Blur? I like Oasis. Oasis gets a lot of hate, but I like that group. They have a lot of good. It's just a feel good band to listen to. Like them, the Talking Heads. Like if I'm looking at the Strokes, if I'm looking for just like feel good music, that's some of the. I might come to them once in a while, at least a few of their songs. The Eagles, good feel good music, fun. That's a big shot from center off the returner serve. Want to see this again. Struff really not hitting his spot there though. It's a big ace from Struff. Serve from Struff. Out wide is very good. You know, I was worried a little bit for a second with Struff not really hitting his spots, but here we go. Serve, that's very good from Struff. Advantage to Jan-Lennard Struff. Struff is somebody who doesn't take a lot of time at all between serves. He's already back at the line. It's an ace. So good from Struff there. 2-2. Two here. How often when players go ballistic about a bad call was it really an obviously bad call? That's a good question. how often when players go ballistic about a bad call is a really bad call. I'd say like 40%, maybe even less, 30%. It's pretty, I mean, listen, players have a right to, react how they want to react. But I see a lot of times players going ballistic and it's not a bad call at all. Now, there are moments where they do really get bad calls. Like that crazy call in Monte Carlo center versus Tsitsipas. Those happen a lot. But I'd say like 40% would be very kind to the players. Think a lot of the times it's just too close to call. I mean, the ones that are bad always get on social media even quicker because that's kind of rage bait, people getting upset and maybe for the right reasons. A lot of the times for the right reasons, and so that we could have automatic line calling stuff like that, which is good, and people should be talking about it. But you know what I mean. I think under 50%. I think maybe like 30% realistically. Maybe less. I don't know. Who wins a slam first, Draper or Runa? That's a great question. I think it might take Runa a minute. Draper, I don't think he wins Wimbledon this year. I think he will win Wimbledon down the road, but I think it'll take both guys a while. If I'm gonna make a bet, I'm gonna say Runa to win a slam. Draper might make a final first. To win a slam, I'll say Runa. But I don't think either guys are gonna. I don't think either guy is gonna win a lot of slams. In fact, I say that both guys might finish with one slam. I feel like that's a decent possibility. I know a lot of people give Runa a lot more slams than that. For quite a while, even when Runa had won Paris and got to Monte Carlo final, Rome final, like I was like, I think Runa wins like one slam and has a career high of #2 in the world, which is an amazing career, by the way. But I don't think he's gonna have the career that a lot of people think he will. There are a few players like that, and it's not really hate towards those players. I just have to kind of comment what I think and what I see. And there are a few things that take me kind of back from predicting big things for him, like Sinner, like Alcaraz. I mean, we can pretend that this next era is going to completely mimic the big three era for some reason, that Runa is going to be the Djokovic, there's Federer and Nadal, but it's not. I mean, that's just not how life works, really. Good servant from Sinner, got out a love 30 hole there. So I'm just not as high on Runa. There's a lot of things about the ins and outs of his game that he's incredibly talented. I mean, he's very complete for his age. He's got loads of time to grow. I think he's very exciting. I think he's going to be pretty consistent, service versatile. But do the peaks of his game really match up to a Sinner and Alcaraz? Will he be able to beat those guys consistently? And is he going to get to a point where shot selection, IQ, tennis is quite up there, and his ability to, I don't know. I just feel like maybe not. I feel like on clay courts, he's going to continue to be just an absolute monster all the time, and he's going to be elite, kind of like Casper. But I don't know if he's going to be, and I think he'll be more consistent than Casper in terms of getting to big finals and stuff like that. But I just don't think he's going to be Sinner Alcaraz, to be honest. So kind of a long answer, but my answer. Joe, keep some questions for our Q&As. No, I love it. Keep coming. That's savage, Anthony. Yeah, well, I give him one slam. I don't know. And Draper, I'm very high on, and that's why I say he wins a slam. But think about all the people that have won one slam, right? Andy Roddick, Juan Martín del Potro, Daniil Medvedev. There's a lot of other players too. Like, it's hard to win even a slam. Dominic Thiem, and I know that was in the Big Three era, but think about even winning one slam. Like Del Potro has one slam. It's tough. Everybody back in the day would have said Del Potro is going to win like at least like several of these. So I'm just saying. And then do you want to do a Q&A with me tonight, 11 p.m. or 12 a.m. UK time? Ooh, 6 or 7. Maybe. I might be free today for that. Yeah, I'll get back to you, Faison. I'll get back to you on that. Time's it now? It's almost 12. I'll get back to you for that. That'd be fun though. All right, love 15. Struff can't. I feel like Sinner is going to pounce here. I feel like Sinner breaks in this game. Struff's done well to hold on, but Sinner's had a chance in nearly every single Sinner. And Sinner has had a chance in nearly every single Struff service game. And Struff just had like a bit of a chance on love 30. Yeah, it's a forehand the net. Feels like things might be falling away from Struff here. See what Struff's got in him. Sinner's so good at the moment. I said Sinner in straight sets, but I also made the prediction earlier in the video, in the stream, that Sinner's going to get through this one, but he might fall to Hurkacz in the final. I made the prediction Hurkacz wins this tournament. We'll see. I think Hurkacz is going to have a fantastic grass court season this year. He's looking so solid. We'll see. Sinner's looking incredible as well. World number one for a reason. Sinner just doesn't lose early in tournaments. He's reached the quarterfinals of all 8 tournaments he's played this year, which is pretty amazing. Includes 2 slams. It's a great serve from Struff. So Sinner's reached 2 consecutive Grand Slam semifinals. Who else has streaks like that? Medvedev lost in like the 4th round of Roland Garros, so he doesn't have a streak. Medvedev had a streak of 3 consecutive semifinals. Alcaraz has a streak of quarterfinals, major quarterfinals. That's gone on for a pretty long time. Since when was the last time he didn't reach a quarterfinal? I think it was like 2022 Australia, if I'm not mistaken. Good serving from Struff. He's still got one more break point to save here at 30-40. Keep your questions coming. If you got any more questions, you can ask questions, non-tennis related as well, if you want to, if you so desire. 30-40 here. Struff serve. See if Sinner can make his breakthrough here. I feel like this might be the time. That's the point. Struff, big serve. That's a very good serve from Struff. Nothing Sinner could do about that. Right to the forehand, too. Unafraid of that forehand. Sinner looking too strong. Yeah, for sure. Roger Docu is super emotional. I haven't seen it yet. No spoilers. No spoilers. I've only seen like a few clips. I'm gonna watch that probably today. It's my plan. Serve down T, back in the center, back in the Struff, down the line, 4 in the center, in the net. Struff hanging on, saves 3 break points, 3 more. Looking to get to advantage here. Back in the center, forehand of Struff. Forehand of Sinner. That's in the net. A fantastic hold of serve from Struff there. Gets a 3-3. Great serving there from Struff. What is that? 5 consecutive points to get out of that game? All right, here we go. Let's see if Struff can make a breakthrough here. Now that he's stayed close. Sinner serving very well, though. Forehand of center, forehand of Struff, goes for a pass. That goes out, though. 40 love for Jannik. Krajikova got smashed today by Potapova. She's slowly falling off a cliff since she said that she should be mentioned for slams. Yeah, that's so true. She's like, I'm part of the Big Four conversation. Well, I mean, that's like Sebastian Corda last year said I'm a Wimbledon favorite and then just fell off a cliff. You might not want to speak before. You might want to just do. You might want to just do. I feel like the one exception is Alcaraz. Alcaraz will say what he wants to do and then he'll do it. We've seen that pattern so far. So we'll see. That hits the tape from center, goes back in the side with the drop shot, 40-15. Very good shot from Struff. Gets to 40-30. Still fighting hard. He got out of 40 left four. Now he's trying to get the final play to win this game from down 40 love. Forehand of center. That's in the net. Out of nowhere, 40 love turns to 40. Turns to deuce. Wow. Okay. Center being a little bit lenient here in the middle of this the second set. He's not taking his chances, and he's giving Struff chances now. From up 40 love. It's a great return to serve from Struff that goes in. It's a great forehand return. It goes out just to push it a little bit too much off the forehand. Listen, those are the kind of things that are just so viscerally frustrating when you're watching this. Because you're like, man, if he just made that in, he got nervous or he just pushed a little bit too hard. If he just made that shot in, then you feel like maybe it could be breakpoint Struff right now. That's the kind of shot you need to make in the court after making a brilliant return into the court. Somehow found his way back to neutral. Sinner wishes he could be a little bit more penetrative with his forehand at the moment as well. He had a few chances for passing shots in that last game when he had that triple breakpoint advantage. He netted a couple forehands. That's a good forehand. Forehand is center inside out. Struff. Oh, still gets there. Smash center put away. 4-3 for Jannik. Gets the game. 4-3 for center. Favorite sports documentary? Mine is Senna, The Last Dance. Oh, hell yeah. Muhammad Ali documentary I saw was absolutely amazing. What's my name? What's my name? Amazing documentary. Not literally falling off a cliff. Yeah. Mullet. Oh, absolutely mullet. Absolutely mullet. Shout out Theo Vaughn. Also JJ Wolf. Since I love extreme sports, mine is Free Solo and Man on Wire. Yeah, those sound cool. What is Man on Wire? What is Man on Wire, Lexi? Kind of looking it up. Oh yeah, I remember this from when I was a kid. I remember this movie. Oh yeah. Yeah, this one was super exciting. Yeah, I saw this a long time ago. Just unlocked a core memory. Lexi, you just unlocked a core memory for me. I'll be honest, when he said the name, I kind of remembered that movie, and then I was like, "Is that what that is?" I enjoyed Senna and The Last Dance to Hello, Michael Jordan. Yeah, Michael Jordan is fantastic. Michael Jordan could literally fly. Though I was just watching some Jordan clips the other day. Just the way I mean, I like to every now and again. Just the way he likes to, the way he could hang in the air for forever. It's just freaking incredible. I was just watching a video the other day about high jump. Um, and the record for high jump hasn't been broken in a hot minute. Um, and it's talking about who really has the highest jump in sports. Is it high jumpers or is it athletes like Michael Jordan, etc.? Apparently, it wasn't a high jumper. It was this guy who was kind of this basketball star type, but like almost like a Harlem Globetrotter. He did it more for like trick shots and stuff. But apparently, I can't remember exactly, but he could jump like 50 meters in the air, something like that, something crazy. I mean, more than no, I'm getting not meters, or maybe I don't remember, but it was something crazy. I can't remember exactly. 50 meters doesn't make sense. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was crazy. And yeah, it's crazy how watching high jump videos. That's so fun to me. Just watch it. I kind of like those quicker sports, like an 100-meter sprint or like a high jump. There's something exciting about the very interesting, complex, very difficult things that people do in a very short time. That is very interesting. See, okay, what makes those people stand out? And what do those people work on that are so like kind of small margin and so meticulous and delicate and important that makes them stand out in that short period rather than others. Wow, what a rally here. Forehand of Sinner, the forehand of Struff, slaps it cross. It's a brilliant winner. He made that too, no? What a shot from Struff. That's a statement forehand. Best rally of the match by a country mile. Best rally of the match by a country mile, and Struff is hitting that forehand better. Here we go. Serve from Struff to the back and a center. Forehand of Struff, the back and a center. Back into Struff, cross court, the back and a center. Back cross court. That goes out. By the way, this set is night and day from the opening set. This set is way better so far. This set is way better so far. I kind of want to take a look at the stats real quick, but just looking at this set stats. This set stats night and day from the first set. Yeah, look at that. First serve points won 68% compared to 55% or 52% for Struff. Doesn't have winners to errors, but anyway. Night and day, much closer. Much, much closer. Forehand volley is fantastic from Struff. He's playing at a very high level. I'm a little bit scared for Jannik, to be honest, at this point. That maybe Struff is the kind of guy who he's very fearless. He can come back from a situation like this. I think he might be playing a higher level than Sinner at the moment in this set. If I was to rank these two guys' performance in the set, I would put Struff at like 52%, Sinner at 48. I really would. That's the tape goes back in his side, Struff. So it goes to 40-30. Sinner is still up 4-3 though. Serve goes long. From Struff. Kick serve back in his center. Back in his Struff. It's a poor half volley. Rushed himself. Caught it way too low. Sinner 2 points away from breaking, and then out of nowhere, he would serve for the set. I mean, kind of out of nowhere. It's a great ace from Struff. Struff breathing heavy, taking some time here. He hasn't done that a whole lot, but he knows how vital this point can be in terms of even surviving in this match. Put this one away. He does. Very valuable time that he took there. 223 kilometers an hour. How fast is that? That's fast. Wow. 138 horsepower. Very quick start there from Struff. Free solo, not Gion, I think, and then man on wire Apple. Okay, hell yeah. Fuck, I'll write those two down. You know what I watch on Netflix? Crime docu-series. There's one I enjoyed, House Secrets, all the other crime mysteries. Hell yeah, nice. Do you think the crime Federer document? Do you think Federer documentary is going to be a hit? Yeah, I think so. I haven't seen it, so I can't speak to the quality of it, but I don't see why not. Roger Federer is an iconic athlete. He really is. Um, he's one of the goats, and he revolutionized not just tennis but sport itself. He really did. He really, really did. There are just a few athletes that when you watch highlights of them, they just look different from everybody else in the sport. And Federer is the prime example of that. Forehand of Sinner down the line. That goes in the net. 15 all. I mean, Steph Curry in basketball comes to mind as well. He's so fun to watch. Just hits a 3-pointer from Mars. Just hits such crazy shots. Even his assists are insane. But can be. But there's some guys who are just so skillful that they just change the game. And Federer is one of those guys. His documentary is going to be an absolute hit. I mean, the guy really bared all his emotions in the last 12 days. So I think it's going to be good. It's going to be a good watch. I still have not seen it though. I'll probably will watch it today. Forehand shank from Sitter. It's 15:30 for Struff, and I really would watch out for Struff here. Upset alert. Because Struff, I feel like, is playing better than Sinner at the moment. The last few games, Struff is playing better than Sinner. And that's scary for Sinner. Let's see. Struff coming out of the woodworks here. Serve so solid from Sinner. So solid from Sinner. Gets 30 all. The one Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Hell yeah. Robin. He's a great actor. Hey, what's up, Max? Good to have you in here. The Roger docu would surely be a hit. Okay, hell yeah. Hopefully that means it's quite good. I can't see how it couldn't be good though. I mean, it's Federer directing and talking about the last moments of his incredible career, so it would definitely be exciting. So a great forehand strike from Sinner. He needed it. His forehand has kind of powered down the last couple games. Steps in there, hits a great forehand, penetrates through the court, an injection of pace. He redirects the ball so sweet. It's 40-30. Another ace out wide. That's why Jannik is world number one. That is why Jannik is world number one. Gets a 5-4. He's playing a Jan-Lennard Struff that in the last five or six games has been playing at his top 10 level, no doubt about it. So it's been tough in the second set. 44 minutes, but it's Sinner who's a game away. We'll see if Struff can manage some big serves, get out of trouble. Do you think Novak will play at Wimbledon? I actually do not think so. I think I at this point I think Novak skips Wimbledon. He's already back on the court, which is very exciting for him. But I kind of think he's going to focus on the Olympics. I think he skips Wimbledon, and I don't think he cares that much about the rankings anymore, having to defend the final and stuff. Like I think he's going to take his body into account. I think he skips it, to be honest. I mean, he had to pull out of RG. I mean, he doesn't want to risk the Olympics, I think. So grass is tough. Switching surfaces at his age like that, it's going to be tough. I think he skips it, but we'll see. I'll be right back in a second, guys. I need to watch the Roger documentary. Same. Probably today. Probably today. Do you think it's best for Carlos and Jannik skip Wimbledon for the Olympics? Maybe it's hard to say. It seems almost impossible for me to go from what is it, clay to grass to clay to hard courts. But if they can manage it, they should. But it's a little bit different for Novak, who's just had the injury at Roland Garros with the knees, and who's 37 years old. Like Jannik and Carlos, I think they could probably still manage it. I feel like Novak is in such a special circumstance where I feel like even if he can play Olympics, he might be toast for the North American hardcourt swing. So I don't know. That's kind of my feelings. Back end of center, that goes out. Very good serving from Struff here, confident. I really do mean it. I feel like if I was to pick either guy who's been playing the best tennis the last 8 or 9 games, I would say Struff. Just slightly. Not by a lot, but that's not good for Jannik. I mean, unbelievably good serving there. Struff forgot that he's not Hurkacz, who's on the other side of the draw. 5-5. Yes, Max, everyone should skip Wimbledon apart from Draper. He'll be Wimbledon champ. Yeah. Well, if everyone skips it, then his chances go way up. I'd love to see Korda win Wimbledon. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I'd love to see an American in the final. It's been what, 15? It's been 15 years since we've had an American reach this final of a Grand Slam. Exactly 15. If somebody does reach the final of Wimbledon, which I'll be honest, I think there's a decent chance of happening. Might be delusion. But I feel like Korda and Fritz, I mean, well, Fritz had a pretty bad loss today now. Who did Fritz lose to? I didn't catch it, but I saw that he lost to somebody. Who did he lose to? But at least like Korda, Tommy Paul is pretty good on grass. I don't know how he's doing at the moment, but yeah, Fritz lost to Thompson, who's he's a dark horse for Wimbledon, at least to do pretty well. Quarterfinal, maybe, if not better, who knows? Yeah, Paul took the first set 6-5, Draper in the second. That's an interesting one to watch. Another rally. Struff holding from the back of the court now a little bit better. He's been net rushing for most of this match. Forehand of Sinner, big cross score. It gets to 40-15. Sinner trying to get a game away yet once again. Good match from Struff, though. He'll be a problem at Wimbledon for almost anybody. He is playing a very good level world #1 player at the moment. Let's remember that. So, who loves the surface. Struff will be a problem at Wimbledon for nearly anybody. Well, for anybody, really. Forehand chip, backhand of Struff, down the line. Forehand of Sinner. Struff can't get there. Good volley. Good volleying skills. I feel like the drop shot from Sinner still has a lot of ways to improve. I do like his net play and the improvements there more than anything, though. I feel like he's improved so much at the net. I mean, this guy, Sinner used to just look afraid at the net. He was afraid to be at the net. I remember him playing ATP Cup a few years ago, I think it was, and he just, at the net, playing doubles, he was just completely just... It's why he's practicing doubles these days, I think, to improve his touch, and it's been working. And his net play is just it's gotten way, way better. Part of that is his transition game has slightly improved. I'm not going to say it's perfect, but his net play has definitely improved a bit. By the way, guys, please don't forget to subscribe if you are new to Quality Shot Tennis. Thanks, everybody, joining in. Love Struff. Yeah, hell yeah. Struff's had a great year this year. Yeah, getting his first title as well, 34 years old. Yeah, he might want to treat this Wimbledon as one of his last best chances to really, really perform. In fact, how has Struff performed? Draper, by the way, of triple set point to get that to a third. Struff, let me see. Struff, let me see. Struff at Wimbledon. So, yeah, he's got a 50% win rate at Wimbledon, which might not sound great, but it's much better than his other slams. 43% at the U.S. Open is his second best win rate at any slam. Got to the fourth round of Wimbledon twice, 2019 and 2021. Got to the third round there last year. That's his third best result. Only got to the third round twice. Who did he lose to in the fourth round? Wait, hold up. Oh, no, sorry, my bad. That's not Wimbledon. That's Roland Garros I'm looking at. Wimbledon is 36%. He's gone to the third round of Wimbledon twice. I was looking at the wrong slam. Okay, he's done better on clay than on grass, which kind of fits his career so far with his titles and stuff. But anyway, I still feel like he's somebody to watch at Wimbledon. I feel like well. All right, here we go. It's a volley that Struff would want back. That one they just hit forehand volley. Sinner is 3 points away from taking this match. See if Struff hangs in there mentally. Serve down T does very good. Would you have any doubt? Struff is a tough player to play. Serve down the T. Forehand to center. That's in the net. 40-15 for Struff, the net rusher. Love it. Struff plays how I should play, given my skill set at club level, should being the operative word. Yeah, I mean, listen, when I've played singles, I've been starting to come to the net more and more. I quite back myself at the net quite a bit. So he plays similar to how I play too. I mean, two of my advantages in tennis are my net play and my speed from the back of the court, which don't really go hand in hand too well. So if I'm coming to net, but I've got good speed, footwork at the net. So I've been doing that more and more. I've been playing a lot of tennis. I've played every day this week, and I have a match tomorrow morning. So it's fun. It's fun. I enjoy doing that. All right, it's a tiebreaker. Let me know in the chat who's win this tiebreaker. What's going to be the score? If you get it right, I will shout out your username in the chat. Let me know what's going to be the score in this tiebreaker. I'm going to go with Jannik 7-5. Jannik 7-5. That's my prediction. Center serve out wide, back end of center, very down the middle, very central. Forehand of center, inside out, back end of Struff, very good. Center dives again? No. Again? Oh, it goes in the net. Okay. Tennis gods, we're going to let Jannik have that one. Third match in a row that center's had a crazy dive. It's just become a play for him. The dive has just become a play for Jannik. The guy's made out of sticks, and he somehow doesn't fall apart. He just dives like crazy on the court. 1-0 for Struff up a mini break. I do still feel like this smells of danger. Sinner wants to get this done in 2 sets. If this goes to a third, it's dangerous. Struff likes this surface, I think. It fits his game, and I feel like he's playing so well. He's matching Sinner's level very well. Now let's see if he can hold on to this mini break and this lead. He doesn't want a double fault here. It's hard against the best second serve returner in the game. Good second serve. Forehand inside out, back in the center. It's a forehand now of Struff down the line, back in the center for a pass, back in volley. Center runs, he's there. Forehand, Struff is there too, though. What about those German walls? The German there with the walls at the net. Wow, an absolute wall at the net there with the volley. Huge volley, great hands. Sinner can't pass him. He could have done more of that backhand. He should add more pace, more close to the line there down the line. 2-0 for Jan-Lennard Struff. Draper took the set. Why arg? Isn't that what you want, Lexi? Well, it's more nerves of watching Draper try to figure it out. Struff 7-5. Okay, 7-5 is my tiebreak prediction. Yeah, I'm going 7-5 as well. 7-4 Struff. Sinner's actually not been very good at tiebreaks this year. Lost every tiebreaker this week. I think that's interesting. I remember a good tiebreaker he played against Rublev in Australia, though. Has it been this whole year? Just this week. But that's interesting. Good to know. Struff, I feel like, is pretty good at tiebreakers. So interesting. 7-4 is looking pretty good. We'll see if Sinner comes back, though, like he did against Rublev. Struff went to 3 sets with Carlos last year in the Madrid final. Yeah. Yeah, and he played really well, coming to net almost every point. The Berlin Wall, yeah. What a rally. Absolutely. We're here at 3-0. Forehand to forehand of Struff, forehand of Sinner. Forehand of Struff, cross score, forehand of Sinner. That's in the net. It's 4-0 for Jan-Lennard Struff. It's looking really likely we're going to go to a third set here. Forehand of Sinner, forehand of Struff. Listen, Struff. Wow. Here we go. Struff is doing quite well here. Sinner there with that with a good serve there gets to 4-1, but yeah, wow. I did mention the tiebreaker that Sinner played against Rublev in Australia. We'll see if he can come back here, but he's 4-1 down. Struff's played a really good set of tennis. He's gotten out some deep holes. 5-1 for Struff as he hits an ace out, not an ace, but a service winner out wide. By the way, guys, please don't forget to subscribe to QualityShot Tennis if you are new, just joining in. Sinner 7-4. Well, it can't be 7-4. Not anymore. Struff with an incredibly well-played tiebreaker here. Here we go. Struff out the line at 5-1. He's been serving incredibly well this set as well. Much better than the first set where he won 52% of service points. Sinner with a great get, but a smash from Struff. Wow. I mean, it's an absolute killer combination on grass, serving so well and then finishing it up at the net. I did mention his clay record is better than his grass record, but to be fair, he's been playing the best tennis of his career last year and this year, and he didn't get to play the grass swing last year, really. He got to the final of his first tournament playing a top 10 or nearly top 10. Tiafoe became top 10 that week in Stuttgart. Lost to Tiafoe in the final in a very close tiebreaker. 6-1 for Struff. Serve out wide, back into Struff, back into center. Goes out. 7-1 breadsticks Jannik. Jan-Lennard Struff absolutely breadsticks Jannik. We're at a set apiece. We're going to a third set. We're going to a third set, 7-1. Yeah, who got the closest to that one? I think Faison. Well, shout out Faison who said 7-4 Struff. There's even more one-sided than that, though. All right, I'm going to take a break for a minute, and I'll be back for this third set. We will be here for this third set. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back for this third. All right, here we go. Surprise as well. Yeah, I mean, I said it earlier in this earlier. I think Struff was playing the better tennis than Sinner in that set. I really did mean that. Forehand half volley. It's a great pass from Sinner. He's not going to play any games though. Already starting off strong here early. I missed that first point. What happened to that first one? It's a huge back end return from Sinner in that second point. Yeah, Struff missed the back end into the net on that first point. Serve out wide, forehand of Struff to the backhand of Jannik, backhand of Struff. The backhand of Jannik, backhand of Struff. Backhand of Jannik, forehand of Struff now. That goes out. It's love 40 for Jannik. Wow. That's true world number one mentality. Lose a 7-1 tiebreaker, go to love 40 right away. Center 2 out of 11 on break points won. A lot of break points, but not a lot of converted, especially in that first half, that second set. It's another one. 2 for 12 now is Jannik on break points. Backhand smash. Struff put away. 2 for 13 is center now. Partly to do with Struff, huh? All right, here we go. 30-40. It's a great serving performance from Struff, who gets to now centers 2 out of 14 on break points. I said it earlier on stream. Struff, I don't care what his ranking is, he's one of the most mentally strong players. Struff gets to advantage. Serve out wide, backhand of Struff. Goes cross court. That goes out though. Center gets to deuce. First serve hits the tape and goes long. Second serve here from Struff. Backhand of Struff from way down low. Forehand's very good. Backhand. Struff defensive. Forehand swing volley. Don't know if center had to hit that, but doesn't matter because it's a little bit too good cross court. Struff nearly ran it down, but a little bit too good. Struff with some long strides, but from the back is not quite a strong suit, I would say. Another break point for center on his 15th break point. Center's looking to have at least a 20% break point conversion rate. That's what he would have if he breaks here. Wow, what a serve from Struff. He doesn't. 2 for 15 now as center. Struff saves 4 break points in this game. Dios mío, center. Yeah, it's frustrating. Faison's prediction is invalid as he made during the tiebreaker. I don't think anybody got no. You didn't get close to the 7-1 though. There's no W there. It's Mirajan, right? Yeah. Yeah. It was Mirajan. Yep. I wonder if Ego is still going to play at Wimbledon. Don't think she's playing any of the grass tournaments. I hope she does. Backhand down the line. I think that goes out again. So Struff playing more clutch on the break points than he is on the deuce points. It's crazy for Struff to, keep giving Sinner these chances over and over again, but then playing so well when he does, uh, once he is under the gun. 16th break point of the match for Sinner. He's converted on 2. He's at neutral if you're a Sinner. That's in the net, though. It's a great serve from Struff out wide. This is looking more and more dangerous as Sinner just can't convert on these break points. I think it's like 14 or 13 consecutive or something. Serve out wide. It's a let. Serve is so good down the tee from Struff. That's an ace. 1-0 for Struff. Struff, fans of Struff, be excited. Fans of Sinner be very frustrated at the moment. You know, Struff is have you seen Coach Reda play? I really haven't seen her play very much. She's having a great tournament at Birmingham this week. I gotta catch her. I think Ego will concentrate more on Wimbledon after this year. That's fair. This year's a hectic schedule to being an Olympics year. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, hectic is an understatement. It's been like, yeah, it's been just unreal. Serve backhand of Sinner. That's in the net. Love 15. This is a danger moment for Sinner. The tournament would really open up here if we were to see an upset. I mean, that's obvious, I guess, but forehand, backhand of Struff to the backhand of Sinner, backhand of Struff. That's in the net. 15 all. Hurkacz and Zverev is the other semifinal. They both got wins earlier today. Zverev just with a very tough win over Feast, and Hurkacz got the win as well. The win over Marcos Giron, who's had a few good wins this week. Yeah, I mean, listen, the winner of this one takes on Zhang or Eubanks. I mean, if the draw could really open up, it could be Zhang, Eubanks, or Struff in the final of Halle to take on Hurkacz or Zverev. So, I mean, Queens is already very open. The Queens event. Halle could follow suit. I mean, if Sinner is still in the tournament, it's not an open draw, especially with Zverev, Hurkacz, two players that have won multiple Masters events. It's not that open, but if Sinner goes out, it's pretty open, especially on this top half. Forehand of Sinner at the backhand of Struff, backhand of Sinner. Forehand Struff as a volley put away. I like that from Struff. He's down 40-15, but he's still fist bumping. He's trying to get back in this game. He's trying to sneak back in this game. Can sense it. He's gone back from 40 love down. So 40-15 is easy. Serve Sinner Hits the tape, and that goes wide. So another serve coming here from Jannik. Kick serve, back in of Struff. Way up high, forehand of center. Oh, crushes it down the line. Jannik with a statement forehand there. Gets to 1-1. 1-1. Let me know, guys. What do you think is going to be the score in the set? Think Sinner losing this match will be a blessing in disguise, just like Alki losing yesterday? It definitely could be. It definitely could be, Joe. I do wonder if that's weighing on Sinner's mind at all, knowing how much tennis is ahead of him this summer. It could be. For Alcaraz, it definitely is, I would think. And for Jannik, it would be as well, potentially. Although, who knows? Forehand slice, that's in the net. 15-love for Struff. But I don't want that to take any credit away from Struff as well. But I'm sure Sinner's giving his all anyway. But it could be. Forehand Struff out cross court. He had way too much time to think about it. 15-all. Missed it in the net. Serve here from Struff. Misses it wide. This might be a chance for Sinner to pounce. Kind of a nervy forehand there. We'll see. Double fault. Sorry, it's a forehand, a serve down the tee. Sinner misses a forehand into the net. 30-15 for Struff. Yeah, we got Wimbledon coming up pretty soon. It's one of the most exciting times of the year with Halle and Queens, and then Wimbledon around the corner coming off of Roland Garros. It's a very unpredictable Wimbledon. You certainly don't come into Wimbledon feeling like, oh yeah, Novak is definitely going to, or Rogers definitely, Rafa is definitely going to win, Murray's definitely going to win. Like, that's not what this Wimbledon is it? So it's very unpredictable. That's in the net from Sinner, so 2-1 for Struff. Two-one for Struff. All right, I'll be back in a moment, guys. It's a predictable Wimbledon. Ons Ons and Alcaraz, just my guess. Okay, well, we'll see. I mean, Ons winning it would be incredibly exciting. I feel like like Casper on the men's side and Ons on the women's side. Ons at Wimbledon on grass and Casper on Roland Garros on clay have had pretty similar stories of getting so close in two finals. Casper got to the semis of, or not close in two finals, but getting to the final. Casper got to the semis of Roland Garros. We'll see what Ons can do. I would love to see nothing more than see Ons pick that up, honestly. But we'll see what happens. Alcaraz could win it, but I do feel like I would bank on Sinner first above Alcaraz. Winning a Channel Slam is tough, but he could do it. Alcaraz could do it. He played amazing last year, but I don't know. It'll be tough. It'll be tough. I'd also probably bank on Sinner more because I don't know. I mean, with the clay Olympics ahead, I mean Sinner. Well, I think he'd give himself a shot at the Olympics too. I don't know. It's tough to say, but Alcaraz could definitely win it. I just feel like it's going to be somebody just out of the blue, like somebody who you wouldn't particularly expect, could win it. Who that is, I don't know, but we'll see. Not sure it will be Draper, but it could be. It could be. He's playing it's very exciting what's going on with Draper at the moment. What's his score, by the way? Can check that in a moment. Drop shot. Forehands, a redrop from Struff. Center's there, though, down the line. That's too good. Stayed very low there. And it's 2-2. Draper's up 3-2, 30 all. Got to keep an eye on that one. Two. All right, here we get to the very kind of serious moments of the match where the angels and demons meet. By the way, Cinera's lost 6 of last 7 tiebreaks are on grass. That's a great stat, Gene. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah. Joe, I think you were talking about, or Faison was talking about something in the chat earlier, similar. Faison was mentioning. It's a great stat. Good to have you in here, Gene. How are you doing, my man? Or how are you doing? Or sorry, I don't want to assume gender, Gene, but it's good to have you in here. Dirty Love. Dirty Love here, Struff at 2-2. Serve from Struff. Hour and 54 minutes played so far. Forehand of Struff. Forehand of Sinner. Oh, wow. That is absolutely demolished, that forehand. Gets 30-15. Doing good. Been addicted to tennis lately. I feel that. I've been playing a lot of tennis. I mean, I've been watching tennis too, but I've been playing a lot of tennis. I've played tennis every day this week. I played tennis last week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Maybe another day as well. I've been playing tennis a lot, so it's been fun. Trying to keep that up. Forehand right next to the net. Center can't get there. Struff so good. Not a lot of break points so far in this set, which is not the case in the first couple sets. Tenth volley winner of the match for Struff. Struff with a great serve gets a 3-2. Wow. Upset alert for Sinner, big time. Draper is fighting hard, but he's looking a bit jaded. Yeah, that's not great for him. What's up, Matthew? What's up, Lino? Tommy pull up a break in the third. Yeah, that's the thing about Jack. I still just, well, I don't know, just won a title. I guess clearly he would be tired. Draper. Winning a title, then beating Alcaraz. That would take a lot out of him. But just in terms of a deep, deep run at Wimbledon, those are the kind of things I look for, Can he keep it going? One match, one tournament after another. And he's definitely not, I mean, he's had a great tournament off the back of his title, but I don't know. He has had some physicality concerns. Hopefully he is good and healthy for SW19, but something I'd mention. Sinner with the serve here at 2-3. Both guys very solid on serve so far. Sinner just misses that serve out wide. Let's see what happens here. Sinner double faults to start us off. So love 15. Love the aesthetics of the green grass that we get in this part of the season. So good. So good. It's the first double fall of the match for Jannik, by the way, which is not a good sign for him. Serve down the tee, forehand to Struff, gets it, forehand to Sinner, big, the forehand to Struff. Forehand to Sinner, cross court, the forehand to Struff, that goes out, down the line. Once again, the winner of this one takes on the winner of Zhang and Eubanks, which is a interesting match in itself. Zhang taking out Medvedev, Eubanks taking out Bublik. One guy who is an absolute top player but does not like grass. The other guy loves grass but is not a top player. But taking out two seeds, Zhang and Eubanks. One of those guys will be in the semifinals of an ATP 500. And their ranking will go, I was looking at it yesterday, their live ranking. Struff with a great return there, gets to 15-30. Want to see that one again. Sinner misses it into the net. All right, 15th. Good serving from Sinner. Gets to 30 all. Here we go, 30 all. Big point. It's first serve in the net. Huge moment in this one. It's very up in the air who's going to come out on top. This is an absolute pivotal point for that. It's a double fault, though. Two double faults from Jannik in the match, and they both come in this game. Not a good sign for Jannik. Not good. And it's 30-40. A break point for Jan-Lennard Struff. Sinner's had so many of them. Now it's Struff with the chance. Will he take it? Serve. Down T4 in return. Oh, just misses that baseline. I like the reaction from Struff, though. Just walks directly back to the other side. He had a very good attempt at it. It's a very good mindset. Just walked right to the other side. Said, "Yeah, I'm forgotten about it." Gets the deuce. Service very good from Sinner. Gets to advantage. Paul really should be taking advantage down, closing out the win. Yeah, well, what's that score now? Let me see. 40-30 for Paul at 4-3. Score I see. Serve from center. Down the tee, forehand to Struff. The back into center, forehand to Struff. Forehand to Jannik. Forehand to Struff. A lot of good depth off that forehand, but Sinner survives. Sinner survives Struff for now. 3-3. This is where the Devils and the Angels meet at 3-3 in the third quarterfinals of Halle in Germany. Struff playing in front of his home crowd on a surface he likes, I think. Backhand goes out. Struff back to business at 15 love here. $40 love for Struff, already back in business here. 2 hours and 3 minutes played. Serving so well. Much better than he did in that first set in these last couple sets. Serve down T, forehand of Struff. Oh, puts it away. That forehand is striking beautifully. Forehand striking absolutely beautifully from Struff. Great game there. Quick hold. Four three. Danger moments for Jannik here. The Italian world number one. Struff, yeah, Struff at 4-3. Raison, your guy's getting it done. Sinner doesn't lose many tiebreakers, I think. Yeah, but he lost according to Gene in the chat, lost 6 of his last 7 on grass. So that's a big stat. Goal for Wemby is projected in the 4th round. All depends on the draw, of course. I fully agree. Fully agree. Sinner has been the master of defending break points this year. Yes. Even starting from Canada last year, throughout his career he's been pretty good. But that's like starting from Canada, especially post U.S. Open, like he's been like an absolute master of saving break points. Once he's improved that serve and gotten the confidence on that serve, the guy has been Sinner so clutch at saving break points. It's crazy. Now he's very annoying for even putting himself in those positions, but then he finds himself out of trouble time and time again. Sinner at 15 love. Yeah, Struff making some strides. Struff making strides. It's the second serve here from Sinner. Struff looking to pounce on it. It's a double fault, a third one. He's had 3 double faults, and they have come in like his last like 6 or 7 service points. Serve from Jannik, very good out wide, 30-15. Backhand return from Struff goes long, 40-15. It's up Mainwar. Show about Shalom. Good type in here. Q&A chat should say a word or name. You got to think of something to go with it. Sounds good. All right. Say a word or name. What do I just say? Do I just say a word or a name back, or do I talk about that topic, or what do? I just say a word back. First thing come to mind. Good serving from Jannik gets the 4-4. 35 minutes played. It's good. Jannik can feel a feeling of calmness, levity off the court because just smiling, laughing with Cahill there. Not sure about what, but just a tense moment. 4-4 in the third set. And it's back to how much does he really want to put his absolute all into this tournament? But we know Jannik, and listen, he was playing a dead rubber at the ATP Finals, put his absolute heart and soul into his match against Runa. So he'll always be giving his all. Doesn't matter, it's not Wimbledon. Still an absolutely massive tournament in Halle, historic tournament, and it's a tournament that'll mean a lot for him, especially good grass court preparation. And, bit of a statement coming into Wimbledon. Good confidence after losing semis of most of the clay court events that he played. Back in center. Lob. Struff runs. He might get there. Oh, it's a good run from Struff, but he can't get there. Love 30. Center looking to do world number one things, and here at 4-4, it's looking like he's ready to pounce. 4-4, love 30. Yes, a word back. First thing that comes to mind. I'll do a test run. Runa. Annoying. do I have to be super honest? There you go. My honest answer. No offense to Runa fans in the chat, but that was the first word that came to mind. And no offense to Runa himself as well. Anyway. First serve down the tee, 15-30. Novak made progress, looking positive for him playing Hamburg. Yeah, that's great. And Rafa's playing Bastad. That's great. First serve is out from Struff. Goes for a second serve. Backhand of Sinner at the backhand. Half volley. That goes out. It's 15-40 for Sinner. He's not done well on converting break points. Not done well on BPs, but he's making a push here. He's making a push here. 2 break points. Let's see if he can do it. Two break points. 2 hours and 10 minutes played. What will Jannik do? Survive a big test. A big test. No doubt about it. Lost 7-1, the second set tiebreaker. It's been huge. Massive test. Had a break point. Jan-Lennard Struff had a break point at 3-2 earlier in the set. It's been massive test. And it might still continue to be. Misses that back and return long. Still danger for Sinner, but he does have another break point. It's very interesting moment in this match. Struff wants another big serve. And Sinner wants to just focus on making the return back and play. There's no doubt about that. Sinner's initiative here for me is to make the return. I can't do anything about that, though, because Jan-Lennard Struff comes in clutch. What is the breakpoint total now? This is ridiculous. Not just for total breakpoints. I'm talking consecutive as well. But breakpoints saved 16 out of 18. Are you joking me? That's like 16 in a row or something. 15, 16 in a row. That's offsides. Struff coming in clutch here from down 15-40. Sinner nearly with a backhand pass for a return, but that goes out. Solid serving from Struff to get out of trouble. Joe, are there more words or is that it? We can do that, or we can do something else. Doesn't matter. Tommy Paul comes through. He's into the semifinal. Let's go, Tommy. Listen, I was backing Tommy on grass last year, Matthew. I was saying, watch out for this guy on grass. He's got a good game for grass. So I'm so happy to see him having success. Did well on clay, too. What was it? Rome, Madrid, Monte Carlo, whichever one it was. Got to the semifinals of one of them, I think in Rome. So Tommy Paul makes some strides outside of hardcourt. He's somebody I would have considered maybe a hardcourt specialist, at least to this point in his career, but he's doing well on clay and grass. I always thought he had potential on grass, no doubt about it. Let me look at the live. One of my favorite things to test, look into the live rankings. Let me see what's going on there. Hurkacz is up to a career high of number 7 in the world. Let's go, Hubie. Let's go, Hubie. With a win in Halle, which I have predicted is my prediction. With a win in Halle, he would be just 15 points behind Rublev at number 6. I predicted Hurkacz to end year-end top 5. That was my prediction. So let's see. Tommy Paul's at number 13 in the world. If he wins in Queens, then he'll be up to number 12. In front of Fritz, he'd be the American number 1, I think, for the first time in his career. It would be for the first time in his career. So that would be incredibly exciting for him if he could get that done. Korda, if he wins one more match, then he'll be in the top 20 in the world, past Hashinoff. What else is going on? Jordan Thompson with a win would get to a career high of number 31 in the world, which is crazy. Passes Echeverry. Zhang would be up to like 33 in the world. There's a lot of movement going on this week, so watch out for all of that stuff going on. Zhang and Eubanks would both have very crucial movement in the rankings if they win the quarterfinal in Queens, particularly with the seeding ahead of Wimbledon. You know, like let me look at it real quick. But if Zhang wins, then he'll be at 33 in the world, which will put it. I think that's Wimbledon seeding because somebody's going to pull out. And listen, if Eubanks wins, he's currently at number 42 in the world. If Eubanks wins, he'll be at Eubanks can't get to Wimbledon seeding anyway, I don't think, because he'll be at number 39. You don't never know. Maybe more players will pull out of Wimbledon, but seems like it's happening the other way around. People are pulling out the Olympics to play Wimbledon. But that's the choice that players are making: slams or Olympics, and players are choosing slams. I still think the Olympics is a big event, but for nearly everybody in tennis, the pinnacle of the sport is slams. But it's just unfortunate that people have to choose. If Wimbledon was played on clay courts, for example, which is a crazy thing to even think about, but then maybe not have as many withdrawals. We wouldn't. But backhand volley, very good. Struff might be there. Oh, goes for a one-hander, but misses it long. So 40 love for Jannik. I'm saving it for the Q&A special with you and Faison. Yeah, I'm still not sure about that. I'll have to see if I can do that. Dios Mio Draper, how could you lose to Tommy? It might be a blessing, Lexi, for Wimbledon. I think it absolutely is. So it might sound bad in the moment, but I kind of think it is. Gur. Yeah. I mean, still a good couple of weeks, but it's gonna. I mean, yeah, disappointing in the end. But he's setting himself up for Wimbledon. He's setting himself up well for Wimbledon. 40 love here, Sinner with 3 game points. Back into Struff, the back into center is a drop shot. What a drop shot. Forehand, Struff completely misses it long. 5-5. 5-5. Gordo's playing next. Damn it, I have to go back to work. Yikes. Yeah, I just say don't even pay attention. Don't even pay attention. Struff wins a tiebreaker 7-5. It could happen, Joe. Going karaoke. All right, have fun at karaoke. Have fun at karaoke. Sing Tennis Court by Lord. It's a good one. Keep tennis in your life. That's a ridiculous return to serve by Sinner. Forehand cross court angle, freaking chopped it up, and that's a fantastic ace by Struff. But that forehand return to serve was offsides from Sinner. Lifting all. It's a couple great aces. Serve down the tee, forehand of Sinner, forehand of Struff, backhand of Sinner. It's a lob. That goes out 40-15 for Jan-Lennard Struff. He's doing very well here. First serve goes long. Second serve from Struff. Forehands in the net from Sinner. 6-5 for Jan-Lennard Struff. He's a game away from upsetting Jannik. Struff is a game away from upsetting Jannik. All right, I'll be here for this next game. Don't go anywhere. All right, here we go. Arguably, this is Sinner biggest test remaining. Struff is the last roadblock to the title. I would argue Hubie. I would argue Hubie Matthew. Earlier in the stream, I said my prediction is Sinner comes out of this test, but Hurkacz beats him in the final. But what's their record, Sinner and Hurkacz? I know Hurkacz obviously beat him in that Miami final a few years ago, but that was before Sinner really became Sinner. They're obviously very good friends as well, play doubles with each other, but what's their record? I feel like Hurkacz has beaten Sinner, though, outside of their Miami final. Pretty sure. Like another final, maybe. Or 2-2. Yeah, Hurkacz beat him in Dubai and not in the final, but a couple years ago. Monte Carlo is very close. I don't know. I kind of feel like Hurkacz is so good on grass, and he might be. I think he's another test as well. To be honest, to me, Hurkacz is another test. All right, we're here at 30:15. By the way, guys, please don't forget to subscribe, like, all that stuff. I have a lot of fun doing this. Keep me on your radar, please. Anthony Hirsch here for QualityShot Tennis. Catch me in other places doing tennis commentary, all that kind of stuff, doing tennis stuff. Backhand, cross-court, the backhand of... Oh, Struff lands in somehow. Forehand of Sinner. The forehand of Struff. That's in the net. 40-15 for Sinner. We're a point away from a tiebreaker going on here. Wow. This is gonna be tense. When's the last time Jannik played a third set tiebreaker? I can't remember, but I mean it's gonna be intense. Serve down the tee is very good. No, it's a let. First serve is a let. Could get a third set tiebreaker. Serve here from Jannik. The forehand of Struff, forehand of Jannik is a drop shot. All right, we are going to get a third set tiebreaker. All right, let me know in the chat who's win this tiebreaker, what's going to be the score. If you get it right in the chat, I will shout out your username in the chat. Let me know whoever gets the closest. I'm going to go with... Ooh. I'm going to go with Jannik. I'm going to say Jannik wins this tiebreaker. I don't know. Maybe I should go with Struff. He won the second set tiebreaker. Sinner's not been as good at tiebreaks. Maybe I should go with Struff. I've rarely been this indecisive. I'm going to go with my gut. I'm going to go with Jannik, and I'm going to say Jannik 7-5. I'm going to make the same prediction as the second set tiebreaker. And I was wrong, but let's see. Forehands in the net from Struff. 1-0 for Sinner. 1-0 for Sinner. Let me know in the chat what you guys think. Tiebreak, here we go. I agree. Fortunately, given this tiebreaker this week, I'm going Struff 7-3. Okay. 7-4 Sinner, 7-3 Sinner. Okay. Faison, you're playing villain. You're playing villain. Gabriel has Sinner got hip pain. Not what I've seen, but he was feeling something out earlier. It might be, but it doesn't seem like anything super substantial, if there is anything. Sinner, let's see what... I don't think Sinner is dealing with anything substantial at all. 2-0 for Jannik. The hip pain, it feels like, has pretty much been it seems like it's mostly in the past, which would be a very good thing because it seems serious for a minute. First serve go down the tee, goes wide. This is just Struff has just dealt him a tough hand. It's been tough. Jannik with the serve. As I said earlier, this is where the Devils and the Angels meet. Sinner practicing his drop shot. Second serve was a let. Here we go. Another moment. Another important moment happening here. Oh, Struff falls over. Oh, what happened there? I don't even think Sinner saw him. This is a random stumble from Struff. I think he missed return and then he fell over. Three 0 for Sinner coming in clutch. Three 0 for Jannik coming in clutch. He hasn't converted on many break points, but he's up a mini break. It's very good from Struff. Gets to 1-3. Ace down the tee. Gets to 1-3. Or service winner down the tee. Great start from Jannik, absolutely. Hello. Hey, what's up, Andrea? This tiebreaker is probably for Sinner. Yep. Jannik. Win for Sinner and tiebreak easy. Absolutely. Tiebreak like this always comes down to mindset, hence why the very best nearly always come out on top. Absolutely. Absolutely. In the moments where it matters the most. They find ways to win those big points. Having a good, reliable serve is definitely a good thing for a tiebreaker as well. Both these guys have served well, but it all comes down to mindset. Both these guys, I mean, honestly, Struff has had the killer mindset in this match, saved 16 out of 18 break points, but we'll see if, and coming in clutch with that second set breaker, but we'll see if maybe in the moment where it counts the most, maybe it's Jannik. And it is Jannik with an ace out wide, gets the 4-2. Ace out wide gets a 4-2. Struff has an incredible serve. Yeah, he does. That's why I feel like he's so dangerous on grass. He's had success on clay, but I feel like grass serves his game. I mean, it's just I feel like it serves his game better. Got to a final on grass last year. We'll see if he can do something big at Wimbledon. But he's Jan-Lennard Struff is one of the last guys I'd ever want to play. I'll just say that bluntly. If I was a pro on tour, he would be one of the last guys I'd ever want to play. He seems like a nightmare to play. I mean, any of those big servers are not seem particularly enjoyable, but particularly Struff. The guy just doesn't let die either. Solid mentality. First serve goes out from center. Maybe a chance for Struff to still insert himself into this match. But it's a good, big second serve. Oh, center coming in clutch. Smash. That's why Jannik is world number one. That's why Jannik is world number one. Didn't panic. Let me see that again. What a solid forehand redirect. What a talent Jannik Sinner is, for real. I mean, under pressure to come out with a shot like that is sensational. That is why Jannik is now at the top echelon of the sport. That point right there. Had a great serve. Struff has a fantastic return, surprisingly great return, and Sinner just comes in clutch with a forehand redirect off a half volley. First serve in the net. Struff been going out wide on the outside, maybe even predictably so. Backhand Sinner. Forehand, that goes out off the half volley. It's 6-2 for Jannik. 6-2 for Jannik with 4 match points. He will take on the winner of Zhang and Eubanks if he can get it done. It's not over. It isn't over. But we are rather close to the finishing touches on what's been a really fantastic match. A lot of it has been serving, not a whole lot of long rallies. Struff's been net rushing. All right, 6-2 for Sinner. Serve out wide, goes wide. Another serve come near from Jan-Lennard Struff. Forehand Sinner. Oh, he got greedy there. Goes for a huge return of serve. Sinner at 6-3. I mean, he can't let this go now. He can't let this go now. Sinner's got to come in clutch with a big serve. I like that from Struff. He still gave a fist bump despite being down 6-3, a double mini break. But I feel like this is Sinner's time to put this match to bed. Try to get to a semifinal of a grass event, I believe for the second time in his career. I don't have that fact checked, but back inside Struff, that's in the net. Jannik Sinner survives what can only be defined as a stern test. He's through to the semifinals, and he will be playing more grass tennis this week as he takes on the winner of Zhang and Eubanks in the next round for what's set to be a very exciting match. It's Vera versus Hurkacz on the other side. I don't think the tests are necessarily done yet. For me, I don't think they are necessarily done yet, but that's a big one. Out of the way with Struff. Hopefully Struff is healthy for Wimbledon. He wasn't last year. He played a great match. All right, guys, if you have joined in, please don't forget to subscribe. Please don't forget to like the stream, all of that stuff. Would be appreciated. Been Anthony Hirsch here commentating. Thanks, everybody, for joining in. Been fun, like always. Always a blast. Always a blast. So, who called it 7-3? Somebody said 7-3. Lexi. Okay. Lexi. Psychic. Shout out Lexi in the chat. Good stuff. Yes. Yep. Tommy Paul, hero killer. Absolutely. And from the home crowd. I mean, so is Jannik taking out Struff and from the German crowd. But yeah. All right. I'm going to head out. This was fun. Let me look at the stats real quick. For match stats. But I mean, a lot of aces from both. 32 aces from both. Still 15 less than Raonic hit in one match, but even if you combine the two, but a lot of aces. That Raonic stat, I don't know if that Raonic stat is ever going to be broken. I really kind of don't. But this is ridiculous. Together, both guys saved 17 out of 19 break points. That's crazy. Don't have winners to errors, but it was a high-level match. High-level match from both. Struff played well. 2 hours, 33 minutes. Pretty long match for a grass match. And, yeah, Sinner gets it done in the end. Let's go, Jannik. Let's go, Jannik. Take it all the way. Let's see what he can do. Good stuff from the world number one in Halle, playing his first event as world number one. Sinner won his first event as a major champion in Rotterdam. Shall we not forget that? Comes in clutch here. He didn't come in clutch with those break points, but he came in clutch when he needed to. It's exciting tournament. And Sinner will take on the winner of Zhang and Eubanks, which I'm pretty sure is next because there's still they still need to play. Anyway, I'll catch you guys at the next one. Fun like always. See you guys at the next stream.
Lose trust,